Okay, we're rolling. We're ready to go, right? Okay. Well, guys, that might have been the least professional experience I've ever had sitting down here and prepping for a podcast.
I mean, it was not in a recording, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, I'm glad it wasn't recording because there was definitely a few moments there where I was like, I hope we're not recording.
If it wasn't on camera, it didn't happen, Brock.
I agree, Dylan.
Yes,
I agree.
that is factual.
No, you guys are a bunch of silly kids. That is for sure.
Well, who are you calling a kid?
Hey,
Talking to your microphone.
talking
Cole.
to your mic, Cole.
We're not recording.
Yes, we are.
Where have you been?
Who are you calling a kid?
Did you just not listen to a word that I was saying when I asked Jordan, hey, we're rolling, we're going, this is live now, we are officially in the Big Access
I must have
podcast?
missed that, yeah.
You must have. Were you too busy looking at your Celsius?
Yes.
That's one of the funny things today is everybody's got a different drink of choice. All right, I've got a Monster. I'm on Team Monster. Today I'm drinking the Ultra Watermelon.
It's okay. We all make mistakes in life.
Cole, what are you drinking?
A Celsius.
So,
and I'm still waiting for a Celsius sponsorship.
I think you've actually had a Celsius in like every video we've ever done that has you.
I have.
Yeah. You drink like 7 of those a day?
Yeah. My heart rate rests at about 120.
Sheesh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually lost our budget on the inside sales team because we were just buying so much inside.
I heard the
Celsius.
drama yesterday when we were driving over to Sam's Club to go and refill the marketing team's fridge.
I was so
Yeah.
butthurt.
Cole was furious when he saw me put a whole pack of Celsius in the cart.
Yeah, we won't go down that road because, you know, we don't need our dealers to know about our budgets. But needless to say, we are out of Celsius.
Or the lack of budget now.
Yeah, no Celsius, no sodas. It's pretty much all gone.
Yeah. Anyways, you can blame Cole for that.
Yeah, he's
And
definitely
his 7 Celsiuses per day.
Scapegoat.
he calls them Celsius, plural.
Celsius.
We call them Fahrenheit because this is America. So
Fahrenheit. Yes, dude, I love that. I love that.
Dylan, you were like the biggest redneck old soul I've ever met, man. That was amazing.
This is America. We call them Fahrenheits out here.
Like, dude, like we just released our latest Office episode where you're dressed up as Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn, dude.
Dude, absolutely. Oh, it worked
he's my
so
hero, man. Dadgum. That's like been the. Is that a clip that exists that can be posted as like a short?
well. We definitely need to go and find your dadgum moment and be able to post that out to the world.
Yeah.
On Dylan's very first podcast that he was ever a part of, he screwed up midway through, and we don't stop a podcast. We just roll, and it is what it is. And Dylan just totally stopped. And I'm like looking at Dylan like, what are you doing, dude?
It's like a deer in headlights, man.
And so he's like, yeah, I screwed that up. We got to start over. I'm like, dude, we are 10 minutes into this podcast. And you think we're just going to start over? And he's like, oh, wait, you guys don't do that? I'm like, no. And he just looks at, like, just silent, terrified, and just, dadgum.
The funniest part about that is that Dylan had like a successful podcast for a little while. Like this guy's got podcast experience,
podcasts, right?
So like for him to like not be aware that like it was like, no, we're actually rolling right now is even funnier because he's actually had a pretty successful podcast. Tanner actually has been on that podcast.
Tanner has been on that podcast.
Yeah.
The reason why it was successful is because I cut stuff out, guys. I just went through and just bloop.
And that part sucked. You're drinking Red Bull, though? You a Red Bull guy?
Oh, peach Red Bull is the way to go. That's
It's been a long
I don't have much to
time
say
since
about it.
I've been able to drink Red Bull.
Why?
I just didn't like the taste after a while.
Well,
Yeah,
you're just
because
wrong.
I got to experience what like a good energy drink tastes like.
Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way you're saying that sipping a Monster.
Oh, bro, so good.
It almost goes better or like worse to better like as you go through the table.
I have been trying.
You know
I
what I
have
mean?
been trying to get more on the Celsius. Sean, are you drinking a Diet Pepsi?
Indeed.
So you're like the one guy who still drinks Pepsi.
In this room, yeah.
Yeah. Like the only thing that PepsiCo has over Coca-Cola is Mountain Dew.
No, legitimately the cola as well. Coke is garbage, and Diet Coke is tremendously worse than
You take that
regular
back.
Coke. No, Coke is just atrocious.
PDK stocks are beginning to fall because of comments regarding Coca-Cola.
Are we going to ask what's in Azure's cup?
Yeah, Azure, what are you
Wait,
drinking?
are we going to ask what's in Azure's?
Fancy water.
Fancy water.
water.
Fancy water.
And by fancy
Flat.
water, do you just mean like tap?
It's alkaline, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You probably want to scoot a little bit closer to the microphone.
It's alkaline.
Oh, it's alkaline water. Okay. That's impressive.
That's bougie.
She's actually like the only one who's like caring about her health right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I'll care about my health when I'm dead.
We're all gonna die sometime, right?
Congratulations, you live 6 months longer than me. How was
Sean,
that
do you even
alkaline
drink
water?
water?
No. This is my water. I'm not the only one, by the way. Tim Baker.
Oh, Tim Baker will tell you that this is mostly water,
It's
and he will die
100%
on that
accurate.
hill.
Listen,
Absolutely.
I legitimately will go. This is embarrassing, but it's fine. I will legitimately go weeks without consuming a drop of water.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
dude.
and I'm
like,
just fine.
Like legit. Like here at work, I can drink like I'll drink a Monster, and then maybe I will drink like a can of Dr. Pepper, diet. Gotta watch those calories, right? But and then I'll have that, and then like the rest of the day, it's just water, and I'll
Can't do it.
pound like half a gallon of water throughout the day.
Old religious texts, they did not drink water, man. just so you know.
Okay.
They drink,
Yeah.
they drink
Thanks, Dylan.
alcohol.
I mean,
So I'm just going to get plastered at work. Is
yeah.
what I'm hearing.
And listen, water tastes terrible. Like it's actually not. Like people say that like water doesn't have a taste. It 100% has a taste, and it's not good.
Well, that's because you're not getting the right water. I mean,
No.
if you get smart water.
Don't get Cole started on water
no.
flavors.
Listen to me. Okay, Arrowhead, Dasani, garbage. All right.
Yeah,
they
we
taste
know
like
that.
absolute
Yes.
butt crack. But am I allowed to say that?
Wow.
It's a little late now.
Move closer to the microphone, Cole.
Smart water is the best water.
Okay, first of all, you're talking to a guy that worked for a water company for a decade. So if anybody knows about water, it's me, which is very
You
ironic because I
sold
don't
it.
like
you
water.
You didn't drink it. You sold it.
Cole,
Yeah.
listen. Wasn't Smart Water the ones that were like they just had an article come out on them like a few years back that their water basically had stuff in it that made you come back to drink it more? It literally did not quench your thirst.
What? I don't
Yeah.
think that's accurate.
Well, that's actually the mentality behind like Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so that's one of the things that in one of my marketing classes that I learned that was very interesting, that Mountain Dew is not highly carbonated on purpose, and it has a high caffeine count on purpose because they want you to be able to, A, get addicted to it from the caffeine, right?
Yeah.
But then, B, the lack of carbonation makes it so that you drink it faster. So when you're done with it, you want more now. And so then you will actually drink twice the amount of Mountain Dew as you will a cola that has more carbonation in it because it just goes down easier.
Interesting. Yeah, Mountain Dew has always made me sick since I was a kid. Like I just can't mess with
Mountain Dew is like my vice. I love Mountain Dew. Oh man, it's so
Well,
good.
it's your vice now because you used to drink bubble gum.
Oh, bro. Dude. This is like the longest like intro to a podcast ever, but I one day was drinking red cream soda. We walked down to the gas station. I got red cream soda, and Sean goes, dude, how can you drink that? That tastes like bubble gum. I'm like, what are you talking about? I take a sip, and it is 100% bubble gum. I have never been able to have that. Was like 2 years ago.
The
dude.
man was drinking Hubba Bubba. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
oh my gosh. I can't do it anymore.
I literally ruined it for him because I'm mean. Not to our partners, but I guess I'm mean. Because I literally ruined one of his favorite
Sean
sodas.
does not care about humans here.
I would bring up LaFountain here if we weren't already going so long on the intro, but Sean knows a thing or two about food, and he will be mean about it.
It's not mean.
It was mean.
Did you
I don't know
did
if
you
I'm
hurt
over it.
someone's feelings at a
Listen,
restaurant?
No,
My
Cole's.
feelings.
Cole's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, okay. It was just
Cole and I, like, I was only working here for a few months, and Cole's like, you know what, let's go out to lunch. I'm like, all right, yeah, let's do it. And he's like, what do you want? I'm like, Mexican sounds good. He's like, oh, dude, there's this place. It's so good. And I'm
It's
like,
a
all right.
family staple. We go there like once a week.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
So I'm like, all right, let's go. So we go to lunch, and I'm eating it. Like, him and I are just having an awkward lunch, staring at each other, not talking. No, I'm kidding. It was a good lunch. But he asked me what I thought about the food, and I was like, it's all right. And he's like, well, what? And I was like, dude, my enchilada came out cold. Like, the cheese in the middle of the enchilada was still
That's not
shredded.
accurate.
It was accurate.
Wow.
He didn't know because I ate it all. But then the rice smelled like mildew.
That
Legit.
part was accurate, but it did taste good.
Those things can't
The
be.
mildew tasted good.
That's what I'm saying.
the mildew
Those things
rice
can't
did
be
taste
true.
good.
Those they can't be. That,
It was
no.
amazing. Well, let me first start off by saying I'm the victim here. Okay, I take you to my favorite restaurant, and you're just like, oh, this is garbage. And I don't know if our relationship has ever been the same since then. In fact, I've found a new Mexican restaurant. I've just never taken Sean because I don't want to know.
What's your new one?
I'm not saying.
No, like I'm curious. Like I eat at a lot of Mexican restaurants. Mexican food is probably my
Here,
favorite.
I'll plug my ears, Cole.
No, it's okay.
Is it Salsalitos?
I'm not saying.
Oh, dude, Salsalitos is my favorite.
It's just one section at Chuckarama. That's his new restaurant.
That one particular pan.
Cole does
Enchiladas.
frequent Checorama. He likes to go and sit with all the senior citizens.
Oh, give me a break. Who was even with us?
I think it was Tanner.
It was you and Tanner. Yeah, we go in, we're like, holy crap, this Chuckarama's really meeting the stereotype. There's a lot of old people here. And we sat down, we ate our lunch, we were going back for refills, and then we noticed the sign. It was a senior center only section. And so we had been sitting with all these senior citizens, and none of them had said anything. They were too polite, but we were just like, wow, man, this Chuckarama really does fit the stereotype. No, we're just a bunch of idiots. That's it.
They just got off their shift at Walmart and you just ruined it for them.
Oh my gosh. This might be one of my favorite intros we've ever had. How else can we diss on Cole? Just a Cole roasting session.
I want
man.
it to be clear that Dylan and Tanner also did not notice the sign. So
Okay.
That's fair.
I just thought it was an old people convention center, dude. I just like, all right, this is nice.
well, the amount of
I'm an old
times
soul.
we commented on it too are just like, wow, everyone here has got to be like 80 plus, man. Like, wow, are we really like the youngest people to go? Do young people even go to Chuckarama anymore?
The answer to that is no.
Dude, my kids love it's Chuckarama, right? It has to be Chuckarama. But my kids love that place. We went there probably a dozen times in the first 3 months of living here because it was just easy. And every time it just got more and more disappointing. And I was like, I cannot justify spending $65 to eat at this place. I don't care how much like all you can eat. If all I can eat is just garbage, yeah. It's like I got a dumpster over here. That's all you can eat too.
we know Sean's definition of garbage. Good food to him is garbage. So take that with a grain of salt.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
Hot take.
So, anyways, we have a new partner success manager on your insight.
We sure
team.
do. We sure do.
Hello.
This is Azure Fike. Azure, how long have you been here now? It's been a couple weeks, right?
Like 3.5 weeks.
3.5 weeks, and you've
3.5
already
weeks.
made it into an Office episode. And now you're on the Big Access podcast.
I'm famous.
You're killing it on your demos, making all your partners be aware of who you are. You're coming in and just like doing things Cole really couldn't ever do at the beginning.
Watch
Still.
out, Cole.
Is that a threat?
Cole, people probably couldn't even hear that because you weren't talking into a microphone.
Well, maybe if you bought more microphones.
I do need to buy more microphones.
Hey, let's not embarrass the host, Cole. Come on,
Cole.
man.
Do you ever
No
want to come back?
podcast etiquette.
Nice, dude. Azure, talk to me about your history.
Before here, I worked at Animal Behavior College, so dog training. I was an online teacher for about 250 students, and then did dog training on the side as well.
And what made you want to come into partner success?
It was definitely I wanted like a new, some new start. My brother has a low voltage company in Los Angeles, so I've always been kind of intrigued by that. So just wanted to learn a new field and kind of move forward. I mean, it definitely seems like it's a growing field for sure.
Absolutely. And so Sean, you got to interview her, and apparently she passed with flying colors because she's here.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is I asked her if she watched The Office, and at first she was like, I haven't yet. And then she was like, but I'm going to. And I was like, all right, well, we're not interviewing you until you at least gotten 4
I'm in
seasons
season 6, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
FYI.
moving along.
No, she did good. So actually her brother that she was referring to is sold PDK. He's actually
Sick.
yeah, he's a PDK partner. So Little bit of a longer process to bring her on, but I liked, the overall, attitude that she has. She's got, partner success is really important to make sure that customer service, right? We don't really talk about customer service here. It's partner fanaticism, but there's a lot of similarities between the two, right? And so she's got experience doing that and working with an existing, base of customers, if you will. And so I thought that she had a lot of potential, and I felt like partner success was a great way for her to start, get her feet wet in the access control industry. So
That is awesome. So talk to me about what territory you cover.
I guess, what do you guys call it? I'm like the southeast and Tooele. What do you call it?
Tola,
Tooele.
Tooele.
He says it different.
You have
Dana
Tooele
Donna.
County.
Yeah, that's all. There's one partner
Yeah,
there.
That's like my area.
That's awesome. And so then we've got Dylan, we've got Cole, and then we've got Sean. So this is our inside sales team that you were looking at, all about being partner fanatics over here and ultimately making it so that our partners are being successful. So these guys are here to help coach you up. I mean, you guys already know that every month we do a different access control coaching session with your access control coach right here, Sean Blaisdell. And he talks about all sorts of different topics. It could be products, about how they will help your installations, about how you can help generate new recurring revenue. And we have a new one coming up very soon that is all about system takeovers. So I am very excited about that.
That one is going to be fun.
That one is going to be a
I'm
good
excited
time.
about that. We're going to talk all about how easy it is to, switch to cloud, in particular PDK, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because honestly, what better cloud solution is there out
Yeah.
there?
I mean, we obviously have easy to use, easy to install, easy to program, crazy good features. We have our own PDK Office episodes.
That's huge, right?
Yeah, it's in the top 5 for sure.
Top 5.
Yeah, I don't see any of our competitors doing any Office stuff, right?
Well, I don't see any of our competitors really humanizing the security world, right?
Yeah.
We're all humans.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's good.
Yeah.
But guys, I kind of want to get go around the table and kind of hear what your thoughts and your opinions are on partner fanaticism and how you make sure that you go about being the best partner fanatic that you can be for our customers. So, Sean, we're actually going to go ahead and start with you since you're leadership of this team.
Perfect.
What does partner fanaticism mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, partner fanaticism is really, it's the staple of PDK, right? So a lot of the, what I've learned since I've been here is a lot of the features and the things that we offer as a company are thanks to our partners giving us the feedback on, some of the things that they think can improve their experience utilizing PDK, whether that's input they're getting from their customer or that's input from their experience by installing or whatever the case may be. And, I think that's kind of where partner fanaticism is at its core. Is we understand that if we're offering a product or a solution that you're not really interacting with as much or that you feel like is missing things to make that experience great, then we're failing, right? So if we don't ask you, if we're not trying to get as much feedback as possible, if we're not letting you know that what you say is important, then we can't be partner fanatics. And I think that's really the core of what partner fanaticism is. Obviously we're here to help with bill of materials, we do end user demos. This team's they're really amazing when we get calls that are incoming. We're going to help you in any way that you possibly could need, right? And it's honestly not really rocket science, right? It's if you don't like our product, you're not going to sell it, which means we're not going to make any money. So, it kind of works hand in hand. If you're happy, we're happy, and that's really what partner fanaticism is all about.
I love it, dude. Love it, love it. Cole, let's go to you next.
So one of the things that's kind of interesting about our core values is how publicly they're displayed. I've been bringing this up a lot recently in demos that we always advertise that we're partner fanatics, and that's kind of it's interesting because that allows you to judge us on how we're doing with partner fanaticism. It's kind of a weird comparison here, but I recently moved into a new apartment. One of the very first things that they brought up as part of this apartment experience is that they have a resident services section of the apartment complex where you can go in, sit down at a desk with a resident service advisor who will do whatever it takes to make you happy at the apartment complex. It's basically us. It's a partner success manager. So that was one of the biggest selling points for me in moving to this new apartment because I knew I had everything covered. If I ever needed anything, they were just a phone call or an email away. And that's very similar to what we do. We very publicly display that we're partner fanatics in a bid for you to reach out to us. Sorry, Brock. So that we can help you with Sean's covered it, a bill of materials, demos. We can assist you with more training, some coaching sessions. So that's really at our core is Partner Fanatics, and a call for you to reach out to us so that we can help you be successful.
Dude, killed it there. I love that, man. All right, Theo.
Well, like one thing I like to notice with ProData Key is our product's mobile first, but us as a business, we're partner first. I like what Cole was saying about our core values. Every single one of our core value is centered around our partners, being urgent, being good stewards, being trustworthy. That's all centered on our partners. We want to make sure that our partners' experience with PDK is the best experience they can possibly have, because their success is our success. And everyone's needs are unique, so we like to reach out and see what it is that they needed, because it's going to be different for everybody, and provide the best experience for them for their needs.
Dude. You couldn't have said it better myself. That's why I'm not saying it. Azure, you're the newbie here. Let's go ahead and see if you can smoke these guys.
All right. I think so. I think, being a cheerleader for them, they call in and they all have different needs. So, hey, I need this. I need your advice on, this new build. And so just being that voice for them, or just assisting them to be able to sell that business, that job, or get that job to them. So just kind of being the best support for them, I think, is kind of that Partner Fanatic.
I agree, right? I mean, one of the biggest things for them is making sure that we are here for our partners whenever they need that, right? We've got another one of our core values that we don't talk about a ton is stewardship and urgency, right? We want to make sure that we are there taking care of our partners, just not at any time, but as quickly as we can. And so that's how we do it with our sales team. That's how we do it with support. That's how we do it with engineering, with marketing. Ultimately, everybody's working together to help our partners be successful. And, and you guys obviously get to talk with our partners a lot more frequently than, anybody else except for maybe tech support. But you guys are a big way that we can help, help put those core values forefront of them, that they in front of their minds, make sure that they're well aware of who we are, and ultimately that we do care about our partners, right? You said that we're a mobile first access control system as far as our tech goes, but as far as our characteristics go, we're definitely partner first, which I love that. So anyways, guys, I think that was a good little podcast talking about really what partner success is all about. Sean, how do these guys, or how would somebody get a hold of their partner success manager?
Yeah, so I mean, these guys are contacting our entire partner base at least monthly. So you're going to get a phone call, you're going to get an email. If you're watching this and you are a partner of ours, you've likely already heard from one of these three, if not myself. You can also call into the sales line. It's 801-337-8802.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Option one. Okay. Mine is 337, so I always get the 317 and 337 mixed up. But you can call the sales line. One of us is going to answer. If you haven't spoken to us for some reason, we'll obviously give you our contact information, so you guys can reach out directly. But you're more than welcome to call the sales line or one of us directly. So whatever contact information you have at PDK, and that's one thing that partner fanaticism has really, I think, shown us at PDK, is that it doesn't matter who you talk to, right? Like Brock to this day still gets contacted by partners when he was doing other stuff here at PDK, and he's more not trying to say hey, reach out to Brock, but I'm saying he will. Everybody in our company is more than willing to help you out, right? However we can make the experience great for you. Our standards are so high. They are that if a partner waits for 7 minutes, which is really long for us, right? They're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, right? But then we know that that's super fast.
Still,
to industry standard, right?
Compared to industry standards,
100%. But so our standards are amazing, and that all starts with being partner fanatics, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, thank you very much for coming on this week's episode of the Big Access Podcast. Be sure to reach out to them. They want to help you out. They want to coach you up on the latest products, on different features. They ultimately want you to be successful. So definitely reach out. And hopefully you guys saw today, these guys are humans too, so you can razz them. Cole doesn't get frustrated very easily at all. He lets us make fun of him all the time.
Yes.
Scoot closer, Cole.
Yes.
Closer, Cole. There you go.
Let's see how violently Cole leaves the room after this meeting.
Too much?
Yeah. Cole has been known to throw a door through a wall. Let's just say that. It was you.
That'll have to be.
It was you.
It'll be a story for a different time. It's not true. All right, the allegations were false.
It is 100% Cole who threw the door
It was.
through the wall.
It was not me.
I've never seen anybody go through a door
I-
with so much.
I do
angst.
go through doors with a lot of force, but
Yeah,
that door, the hole in the wall, was not me.
When they test mag locks for strength, they call Cole.
Exactly. There's a reason that we do like what are our mag locks like?
I'm rated to
3,000 pounds.
1,200
Yeah.
Because the 600 pounds were just not enough for Cole.
Yeah, no, I've actually accidentally.
Cole's like,
barged
what
through
is
a mag
access
lock
control?
You have barged through a mag lock
door.
door.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
I don't think it was a strong.
And that's
mag
why
lock.
everybody should be looking at doing strikes
Definitely
first.
do a strike if you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
With the
will- I will
DPS.
find that
With the
door. I will go through it.
DPS.
You have to have
why,
the
is,
DPS.
why are not enough people installing DPSs?
I don't know.
It's
I
a
mean, if they,
couple bucks.
it's you know what it is more than likely. It's because it was like episode 7 of the PDK office.
Go and watch the latest episode
You'll see
of the
why you
PDK
need it.
Office. Yeah.
It's extremely realistic.
It's a terrifying experience leaving a door propped open.
It's terrifying. Unless you have somebody there to save the day.
My hero. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning into this week's episode of the Big Access Podcast. It's been a fun one. If you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe to this podcast, leave it a 5-star rating, and let us know if there's anything in particular that you are looking to learn. And we will see you next week. Thanks and see you later.
Bye bye.